Welcome to the Ace Mine training system.
マイ夏目白目マイ夏響きラグナーザブラッドエッジノエルバラムダイレブエスタオカカジンココノエジンスタオカカ
お肉まんまだ食べてない？
What's up, man? Hello. Hoping my neighbor pays me today, but there's a number of things that are going wrong that are out of our control, which is the weather for one. Get the cards for Relink. My neighbor needs to pay me the $40 she owes me, and then it needs to stop being windy so I go to the store. That's why I got the Dono link. We'll see what happens. Apparently the port is pretty good though. I like how I've seen your post on the forum saying everybody's saying it's overtuned on normal. I'm like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That's what happens when you do a complete game overhaul and don't let people test it. Yeah, you take an insane amount of damage at the end. Makes the rest of the run feel pointless. That's about what I expected. They're gonna have to do a bunch of apology patches. Like, yeah, I'm just playing this on easy for now. I've increased the entropy as much as I can without giving them more health or damage. Their damage is so overtuned right now. Oh, damn it! Ate my input. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's alright. I was gonna reset. Jumped the gun there a little bit. Took my input too soon. I want to go ahead and save up. Well, your character is also a lot weaker, too. They made the RNG worse, and then they give you less ways to heal, and you can't do as much damage. It's kind of a... just not a very ideal situation, no matter how you slice it. Don't expect any gameplay from a large event. They'll do everything in their power to not show the game. Anything but showing the gameplay. They'll show you everything but the gameplay. We'll do a 10-minute video about the voice actors and putting a car in LA that has the logo of the game on it, and then a CG trailer, and then they'll show you like 3 seconds of gameplay. You're supposed to be intensely excited for that, just so hyped up that you go buy the $200 collector's edition that has merchandise in it that's worse than about on par with what you get from the dollar store. That's how game marketing works now. Who remembers the Marvel Infinite Easter eggs that they gave you in the collector's edition? That legit looked like they got some dollar store factory to make them. Like, you want an extra $50 for that? Like, go get Easter eggs at the dollar store for way cheaper. I don't have to buy a video game with them. I don't know, it's kind of overkill, don't you think? Can't even put something worth buying in the collector's edition. I think the worst is that people are so conditioned by how much they cheap out on collector's editions for video games. I remember when FF7 Remake came out and people were upset that the figure was so expensive. I'm like, that's what an actual figure, good figure, costs. That's what an actual good figure costs. It does cost like $200.
Welcome to the Ace Mind training.
It's just they're so scared of charging what it's actually worth that they give you. You get fiascos like the what's it called? The Marvel Infinite eggs. You get that instead. I'm like, yeah, if they charged what they were actually worth, it would actually be worth the money. But they don't want to, so you end up with stuff that's like Happy Meal toy quality, and they want like $150 for it. Total profit strategy. I'm like, dude, this looks like the stuff that I got in a Happy Meal toy when I was a kid. I'm not paying an insane amount of money for that. Alright, they're about to start. Yeah, I remember people complaining about the Cloud figure, and like, as somebody who's not a Final Fantasy fan, I'm looking at that like, dude, that's a really good figure. And like the price is fair. Because people don't want to pay that price, so you get Happy Meal toys in your collector's editions, and it's not worth the money. The only ones that are worth the money for the most part are the ones that give you like the whole season pass. Like the SF6 one was worth it. I don't think the figure was that great, but they gave you the whole year one pass, so you're actually saving money in the long run. The ones that come with like year one DLC or something are like generally worth it, I think, especially if you can get them for cheaper. Because like the DLC is not going to be heavily discounted until all that stuff is already out. But yeah, the Marvel eggs. I'm going to go ahead and show those really quick. You guys want to see what I'm talking about? Hold on. Let me turn this off really quick. There you go. I'm already laughing looking at it. Give me a sec. We're not going to show anything right away anyway. We'll have a little fun. There you go. This is what they wanted you to pay a lot of extra money for, was this. This was their idea of Infinity Stones. You're quite literally Easter eggs. Anyway, they're starting now. Alright. Let me recapture this. Give me a sec. It's kind of bleeding out at the bottom there, isn't it? Let me make it look a little bit better. You can watch our no gameplay trailers. Give me a sec here. Let me see if this looks any better. I don't know how to get rid of that bottom part. Alright, that's better. Might cut off a little bit at the bottom, but it shouldn't be that big bleeding part.
Hi everyone, I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios, and I'm honored to present the first State of Play of 2024. The first 3 years of PS5 have given us incredible stories.
Not really.
Immersive worlds and groundbreaking
Not
gameplay
really.
from PlayStation Studios and their partners. We've also
I don't know
expanded
about
PlayStation
that,
Plus
man.
with new features including PS5 game streaming.
It's not even
And
about
with
the
PSVR
stories, it's
2
just there's
and
barely any
PlayStation
games.
Portal, which released last November, we're committed to offering new and surprising ways for
The
all
thing is
to
collecting
interact with
dust
their
for a lot
PS5.
of people,
But
especially
none of this
because
means anything without great games.
vast majority of the games
Helldivers
are still
2,
on
which kicks off a
PS4,
year of
so-
amazing experiences and diverse ways to play. Today, we're looking ahead to titles
if you
coming
don't
later
care
this
about
year
frame
and
rate
beyond,
and performance
with
and
extended
stuff,
gameplay
you can
and
still play a lot
announcements
of
we
the
hope
same
you find as
games.
exciting as we do here at PlayStation. Enjoy the show.
I don't know about having incredible stories. There's not many games to have stories in. All of it is on PS4 or PC, or Game Pass even. This is Stellar Blade. This one might be decent.
Welcome to the world of Stellar Blade. The story begins on post-apocalyptic Earth, where a mysterious enemy called the Natiba has forced the human race to flee to an off-world colony. Players will take control of Eve, a member of the 7th Airborne Squad. Her mission is to save the planet by defeating the Elder Natiba.
Gameplay! You can't show this much
While
gameplay.
most of the 7th Airborne Squad is lost during their descent from the colony, Eve soon meets 2 new companions.
Even the
Alan,
cutscenes are
born
in
on Earth,
engine,
is in
so
pursuit of an energy
that
source
counts as
called
gameplay in
hyperspace.
my
Sure to stay
opinion,
cautious.
because a lot of these trailers don't even show you anything in engine at all.
Must be 8 or 7.
So they haven't really shown much combat, but
Lily, a member of
all
the
of this
6th
is in
Airborne
engine,
Squad,
so-
provides engineering support.
Artemis II.
that counts more than you think.
Engineering support.
She puts her technical knowledge to use by upgrading Eve's equipment throughout the game.
Here. Done. Something does feel different.
This is Zion, a city built underneath the wasteland by the last human survivors on Earth.
A whole city underneath the wasteland.
Eve is called Angel by the survivors and is an object of both awe and fear.
I'm not selling anything to you.
They'll seem a bit wary at first, but will gradually loosen up as Eve shows a commitment to rebuilding the city.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
I see we have guests.
I can't believe the angel is here.
The survivors will sometimes ask Eve for help.
Please save my younger sister!
Wait right here.
Their requests will often lead her to the wasteland and the Great Desert. This place has been overrun by Natibas and malfunctioning machines and robots.
A supply camp. In a place like this.
You'll occasionally find supply stations set up by previous airborne squads. At each camp, Eve can purchase various consumable items, acquire new skills, upgrade equipment, and more. She can also take a well-deserved break to restore her health. Eve will often encounter people in need, and other non-human beings who may need her help.
Request your assistance.
Whether to assist or ignore them is entirely up to the player.
Yeah, they've barely shown any combat.
On her journey to defeat the Elder
What they've
Natiba,
shown isn't very,
Eve will sometimes encounter hostile survivors.
not really selling the game to me. I don't really care because I think this is a paid exclusive, paid tagged exclusive. So
Something worse.
the less appealing it looks to me, the better, because I'm not buying a PS5 for this game.
Eve. What are you going to
need
do
like
after you defeat the Alpha
something on par with like a
All
new
airborne squad members
Common Rider
exist for one
Muso or
sole
BASARA
purpose.
5 to get me to
You mean
buy one of these.
extinction of all Nativis, right? To think that the point of your existence is to snuff out
Why is
another
the gameplay
species.
like 30 FPS?
It is not an easy fight.
It's fine. I can do this alone.
It won't be easy.
Angel. That's the unofficial name for members of the Eve Airborne Squad.
I can feel the hatred, but I cannot feel the source.
I will find it. And I will make it pay.
Opening! It's windy!
No more lies to blind my eye. Choose what you lose.
It's a collapse!
And now take up
The drone is different.
This is no longer the drone you knew.
So close to the goal, headed to light.
I'll say one thing. I can tell this game is Korean
Now it's
because like
time to get
main and supporting characters are like
show me how to slow
unrealistically attractive, but then the NPCs look like they're from a different game. Kind of awkward, really. All her little friends and stuff are all like insanely good looking, and then the people in the city are all like grungy. So it's got that JRPG aesthetic. Where it's like they stick out like a sore thumb because they don't look like they're from the same world, the same game. Like you play like a Tales game or Final Fantasy, and like Cloud is standing next to like
안녕하세요.
somebody in Midgar.
대표이자 게임의 디렉터인 김영태입니다. 이 게임은
They like don't
우리가
even really look like they're
수년간
the
유저
same world.
여러분들께 선보이기 위해
Game definitely has
꿈꿔왔던
that
게임이며
problem.
플레이스테이션 5
Like, we need to make
그리고
the main
플레이스테이션
characters
스튜디오의
like insanely
전폭적인 지원
attractive, but
덕분에
then
그 꿈을
everybody else
현실화할 수
they
있게
don't fit
되었습니다.
at all. They
기나긴
don't fit that
여정이었고
aesthetic at all.
빨리 팬분들이 4월 26일 스텔라 블레이드를 만나보시기를 기대합니다.
It's like one thing that's never gonna change, despite how like photorealistic graphics get. They're still gonna keep doing that. Oh hey, the leak was real. The new Sonic Generations. Oh man, it's Shadow. Did you guys know the Sonic Adventure games were like the first Sonic games I actually owned? I don't know if you guys knew that. Yeah, I wasn't the Sega kid growing up, so I don't have like insane nostalgia for these like a lot of other people my age. I did play the games at friends' houses, but I didn't actually own them. Those were like actually the first games that I owned and finished. Yeah, I did not have a Genesis growing up. I had a Dreamcast. That was my Sega console. But yeah, that kind of makes Sonic Superstars look pointless, doesn't it? It's like people didn't like that game. Oh wow, there's an actual decent exclusive. I hope that game's monetization will be good. but because it's Hoyoverse, I have very low hopes. Like, Pinnacle of Combat copied the monetization from that game and everybody hates it. I have a really hard time falling for gacha game trailers anymore until I get like a really informed opinion on how the monetization is. Like, you know, if I choose to spend money on this game, do I get my money's worth or am I just getting swindled? Yeah, that game looks pretty solid. I don't know if I'd bother playing it. I'm kind of happy with just PGR and even combat right now. I don't really want any more service games. 2 is enough. And they don't take like an insane amount of time to play, so... That One Punch Man game comes out tomorrow. I might check that out. But then, like, on the other hand, it's Crunchyroll Games published, so they kill off their games really quick if they don't make $1 bajillion. So if I did play that, it'd probably be free to play. I wouldn't spend like a cent on it. Maybe like a $2 deal or something. But yeah, that game looks pretty decent too. But I tried their My Hero Academia game, and like actually the combat was pretty good, but they'd go like months without updating. That's always a bad sign. Oh, they have Godzilla and Dave the Diver? That's pretty cool. They've just like given up on making Godzilla and Ultraman games now. Have you guys noticed that? That's like the 3rd game that Godzilla has been in for the past year. The past year alone. Because Godzilla is in SD Shin Kamen Rider Rumble, he's in Giga Bash, and now Dave the Diver. Ultraman is in Giga Bash and Kamen Rider. Yeah, they just like given up on making like actual Godzilla and Ultraman games now. They're just putting them in stuff that already exists, which isn't a bad thing. I just find it kind of weird. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a market for like a decent Ultraman game. Just make it like Batride War, where it has like a bunch of the legacy of the franchise. Just put it in like, you know, a kaiju game or something. They don't want to do that anymore. Kamen Rider's like the only tokusatsu right now that's actually getting like exclusive games. And Godzilla and Ultraman have just given up.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. This next game is a result of a very close partnership with Konami, and marks the return of a horror franchise that has been with us since the original PlayStation. Let's take a look at what's next for Silent Hill.
Maybe I can be like her.
Bad things happen because of you!
Here goes. Is this a dream? Who's there? What's with this?
Yeah, the Kamen Rider Rumble DLC was only up for like 6 months.
Cherry blossoms bloom.
I really think it was Evangelion that was why they had to pull out, they had to delist it. I think that was a bad idea in retrospect. They could have just put like fucking Aqua Ranger in there or something. Or another Kamen Rider. Yeah, you could only buy it for like 6 months. It was on sale for less time than the Platinum Turtles game. That was like 9 months. Like, man, if you didn't impulse buy that right away, you legit can't get it anymore. And it's like it's very obvious that it's not Godzilla or Ultraman because they're both in Gigabash and they've been there for a while and they're clearly not leaving anytime
こん
soon.
にちは。サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを
Like,
務
was
め
it
る
really
岡
worth
本元井
it
です。
to
ご覧
put
いただいたのは
Evangelion in
サイレン
there?
トヒル
Could
ザ・
have
ショー
just
トメッセージ
chosen
という全く
another
新しい
Kamen
サイ
Rider
レ
or
ントヒルと
something.
なります。
Or just
本
make it
作は
like
本日この後プレイステー
like
ション
Aqua
5
Ranger
で
in
無料
there,
配信い
like
たします
Tyranno Ranger or something.
コナミが送る現代を舞台にしたサイコロジカルホラーをぜひ体験してください。それでは最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Yeah, a lot of people are really apprehensive towards these because they're getting a Bloober team to do it, and I don't care about horror games. But I guess people don't like Bloober team. They're kind of like the Western character action game equivalent. Like they're playable, but they're not as good as the real thing. That's the impression I hear from. People really don't like Bloober Team, but then Konami got them to make this instead of doing it themselves. So a lot of people are on the fence, but I feel like it'll probably end up like the DMC reboot. Like Konami's clearly like doing very close supervision. So like it probably still won't be as good as if you know, they got like a better company to do it. Yeah, probably be like the DMC reboot. It'll be more than playable, but people still like won't be super happy with it because they didn't get the right studio to do it.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Say hi back. Of course they know. What if I told you that every word you say is being recorded? Every thought you've ever had. Your love. Your fear. Your hate. Were just planted in your brain like weeds in a garden. What would you do to free yourself? We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free. Whether you like it or not.
But they don't even have a release date. They're telling you to wishlist it now. I feel like COVID really just killed the PS5's momentum. A lot of it.
The flame.
It had momentum just because it was a new console, but then
think of this fire.
Once the hype died down, they're like, "There's no games to play on this thing."
It's war.
And most of the stuff that people want does not have a release date. It's like, do you really want to shell out $600 for this?
On your wife.
Especially because the PS5 has so many hidden costs.
The void.
500 gig NVMe is nowhere near enough. That's how big these games are getting. You're only gonna have like 4 games on it. Call of Duty already takes up like half the drive. You gotta buy one of those. That's at least like $200, if not more, and then PS Plus. I'd rather just pay for a computer at that point. But then, like, none of this stuff has release dates, so I don't think a lot of people are really super excited. You just tell me coming soon or wishlist now, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go buy it right now. I'll buy it when it's, like, guaranteed to have a release date. Yeah, see, here's another one. No release date. Go buy it now. Like, wait, you can't even tell me when it's coming out. Why should I get excited? Kind of feel like Grand Blue Relink, which I will be buying in a couple hours, was the same thing. They hyped people up for that way too soon. And then it got stuck in development hell. Now people are like, oh, this game isn't really a big leap. I'm like, well, yeah, because they were working on it like 8 years ago. That's why. It's a game from 8 years ago that's been remade and retooled like twice now. Which is probably why it's still coming out on PS4. Let me turn this down. Oh wow, an actual release date. There you go, there's something to get hyped for.
I knew you would come, Arisen One.
You know, I wonder what the situation with this is going to be, because of all the drama around the Enigma DRM protector. Like, will this game have mods? Because the thing about the original Dragon's Dogma, when they put it on PC, that game is empty framework, so the modding is nowhere near as in-depth as, say, DMC5 or the Resident Evil games.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Hold fast to your strength of will, Arisen One. Those who can be of aid to you will reveal themselves in time.
Thy will, thy soul, these are all the means thou hast to carve thy path anew. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One.
皆さんこんにちは、チーム忍者の安田です。ライズ・オブ・ザ・ローニンは自由な探索や幅広い戦闘を体験できるオープンワールドアクション RPG です。歴史上の人物たちと紡ぐ因縁によって物語が変化していきますので、ぜひ一人の浪人として皆様それぞれの幕末を体験してください。オープンワールドで描かれる幕末の世界をお楽しみください。
本作の舞台の一つ、横浜です。19世紀幕末の時代、最初に国外に開かれた横浜では和と洋が入り混じった独特の街並みが広がっています。主人公は鍵縄を使って屋根の上に登ったり、装置アビキルを使って 高所から滑空し上空を移動することも可能です。攻撃やガードを駆使しながら敵の攻撃を石火で弾いて体勢を崩すことも可能です。敵の武器と相性のいい流派を選ぶと戦いを有利に進めることができます。戦闘では日本刀や長槍以外にも海外からもたらされた短銃などさまざまな武器が使用できます。発明家である伊賀七と因縁を深めるとさまざまなからくり装置を入手できます。鳥火砲は伊賀七が作ったからくりで現代の火炎放射器のような強力な遠隔武器です。鳥火砲や和洋折衷のアクションである銃剣など西洋の技術を生かした武器をうまく活用すれば強敵にも打ち勝つことができるのでぜひマスターしてください。幕末を生きる人物たちと紡いだ因縁が物語に大きく影響します。ぜひライズ・オブ・ザ・浪人で一人の浪人として運命を切り開いてください。
ようやくネズミ捕りにかかったの。
気持ちの揺れてないやつはついてこい。
それに倒すも何も幕府はもうとっくに死にてえなんで。
What did you do? Just messing around, man. It wasn't serious. I'm such an idiot. Anna!
There are a few things I need to make sure you understand.
Going to give you 10 seconds.
No, please! No!
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward.
It was just a prank, man.
Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future.
The choice is yours.
I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game.
Sam. Looking for me?
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations.
Alright, sorry I had to mute the mic.
Your bearings. This is the ship's armory.
I saw the Rise of the Ronin gameplay.
For their paces.
Doesn't look that great. I find it interesting that stamina
These
seems to
rooms
be
over
back.
here belong to other members of the
There's
crew.
also the key pulse mechanic as
They're
well.
pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
It's like I thought that they didn't want to do stamina anymore.
Courtesy
but
of the UCA, I'm guessing.
They really are trying
Yeah.
to pander to normies,
As I told you,
so
Drawbridge is a civilian
stamina's
outfit.
back.
But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds
I'm
like
not
a
really
UCA
interested
big
in
shot.
it, to be honest with you.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
More walking cutscenes.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over.
he got to do more labored walking.
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of
You got to do more
extinction.
labored walking.
Don't act like you don't see it.
But you don't burn any
A
calories
lot
because
of
it's a
things
video
changed
game.
after you went off and
Yeah,
on.
sounds
Especially
really
within
fun.
the UCA.
Thanks, Kojima.
Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network.
I'm gonna do
They
labored
withdrew
walking.
once
I'd
things
at least
were up
like
and
to
running.
get some cardio and
So your
burn some
friends and
calories.
coworkers all went their separate ways.
Not interested in doing it in a video
Within
game. I'm
network
sorry.
coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore.
Doesn't matter how nice the graphics are.
So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group.
Play a
One
video
that
game to
handles
do
work in regions
menial
outside
tasks
the UCA.
and run errands.
We decided to call
Isn't
ourselves
that what being an adult
Drawbridge.
is already? I don't need a game about it.
With the support of the Chiral Network and APAS,
Sleeper.
humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
We found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
he said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another Soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me! Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Heads? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you?
Hey, Rockabilly Red Catalog did that before you, okay?
You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can
Gungrave
find.
did it better. You don't have to do labored, exhausted
You want
walking
answers,
in Gungrave.
You're gonna have to find
It's
them
an actual
yourself.
video game.
But the ones you do
What's up,
find,
Mike?
well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
See, they're gonna make you buy baby food for the baby.
Don't
You gotta
forget,
go do
coming on
labored
this
walking
expedition
with
was meant to help you find the strength to carry
200
on.
pounds of cargo
have.
on your back to go get the baby
We all
food.
know
That
you
sounds
got this.
thrilling.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
That sounds thrilling. I can't wait to play this.
Please understand, Sam.
Yeah, as I was saying, if I'm gonna do labored
We never
walking,
meant to string you along.
I'd rather do it in real life where there's a health benefit.
We found her inside.
I don't want to do it in a video game.
It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in
You know, it's like
structure to the
stormy and
compound in
windy right
tar.
now. If I want to go to the store,
I'm
at least
sorry,
I'm burning
there are
calories,
amino
right? I'm
acids in
exercising.
tar? As in
It's
protein?
laborious and boring, but
Of course.
there's a benefit.
How else did you think that chiral creatures could
And
emerge from it?
it's doing it in a video game, man.
Some have even theorized that the
I'm
tar
not
is a
interested.
sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home.
Make
It
you
was
have
a
to
hellhole.
clip your toenails in a video game next. Make a game about that and have like
After you left Bridges,
photorealistic
I decided
graphics
to do a little
that'll
digging.
win all the awards.
Now, according to them,
Bunion
BB-28
removal,
was flagged
gameplay.
for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
And now here with me today is visionary game creator and founder of Kojima Productions, Kojima-san. Hi, welcome. Today, I'm excited to announce that together, as part of the PlayStation and Kojima Productions partnership, Hideo is going to take us on an exciting new adventure. One that I've been encouraging him to reinvent for years.
はい、全く新しいオリジナルの IP になります。新世代のアクションエスピオナージゲームです。準備を始めてますけども、デストランディング2の後に本格的に
Okay,
プロダ
cool.
クシ
So
ョンで
it's an announcement of an announcement.
ソニーさんとは、
with no
ほぼ30
gameplay
年にわたりエスピオナージ
classic.
ものを一緒に育ててきたとい
Yeah,
う
go.
強い経験も
Go
あります。
line up for a PS5
またソニー
right
さんは
now.
ゲームだけではなく音楽も映画もされています。間違いなく強力
Why are you
なコラボ
telling
レー
us
ションにな
about
るはず
this
です。
now? You haven't even
さらに
started
2
on
年
it.
後には僕の、ゲーム制作人生の40周年を迎えます。このタイトルが
I really hate how they
僕の
market video
集大
games
成の
now.
作品になると確信をしています。
A new action espionage game by Hideo
You're
Kojima.
supposed to get excited
This is
about it
one
and
of my
they've barely
favorite
started
genres,
working
one
on it.
that
I'm like, I
I've
do
been
not
hoping
care
you would
at
revisit
all.
with a bold new vision. Can you share
Even if it
anything
was
else about
something
this
I'm
new
interested in, if this was
そうで
like
すねまだ
a
詳しくは言い
BASARA
ませんけど
5 or
も、
something
最先端のテクノロジーと
that I'm
世
like,
界中の
I
才
have
能
a
を集
hyper
結してく
fixation
る予
on,
定です。
I wouldn't care
もちろんイン
if
タ
they're
ラク
like,
ティ
hey,
ブ
we
なゲーム
just
なんですけ
started
ども、
working on it, it's
ル
coming
ッ
in
ク
3
物語、
years.
テーマ、キャス
I'm
ト、
like, well
演
then
技、
tell
ファ
me
ッ
in
ション、
2.5
サウン
years.
ド、どれ
Don't
を
tell
とっ
me
て
now.
も 同時に映画でもあるようなものです。本作で、映画とゲームの壁を越えたいと思っています。
Barely plan what I'm having for dinner tomorrow.
Really excited about this project.
I'm not going to plan my life around this game that has no gameplay and no release date. I just do not care.
Stay tuned.
It's way too soon to even have any interest. That's why RGG Studios is... They do some of the best modern game marketing because they only talk about it when it's like less than a year away. So like you can actually get excited. You know, maybe take some time off work.
Before we go, I have one
Take some
final
vacation time or something.
State of Play will return
And when they tell you stuff about 2 years later, it's like, I do not care.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Square Enix will be sharing new gameplay details, along with exciting news you won't want to miss. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Nah, not really. Alright, let's play some video games with gameplay. Look, there's nothing wrong with story-based games. I might not like them. The problem is that they announced them like 3 years early. I just don't care. It's not a product yet. It's an idea. It's a concept. They've probably like maybe made like a rock or something, or like one character model. Like, why am I supposed to get excited for this? They did the same thing with the RE2 remake. They did the same thing with that. I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but that game was soft announced.
Welcome to the Ace Mine training system.
With literally some guy saying, like, basically just got out of the meeting to be approved to make the game. I'm like, cool, why are you telling us now? It's great that there's a Resident Evil 2 remake. That's a very exciting thing, but you're telling us about it when you, like, just started... You haven't even worked on the game yet. The CEO's in the... just getting out of the meeting. You got greenlit to make it. I do not care right now. I don't care how high profile of an announcement it is. It's not a game yet. It's like the opposite of what movies are. Movies, they show you the whole... They show you everything show you everything interesting about it in the trailer, and then you go and see the movie and there's no excitement, because they spoil the whole thing. Video games, it's the opposite now. They show you nothing. They want you to go buy a $200 collector's edition. They haven't really shown the product. I don't know, Alvi, it's fun to rag on Kojima, but Death Stranding actually has, like, more gameplay than a lot of his other stuff. The gameplay to cutscene ratio is much more balanced in that game, from what I've seen. Compared to his usual fare, where like if you skip the cutscenes, the game is like 2 hours long. It's just not really interesting gameplay to me, but Death Stranding does have a decent amount of gameplay compared to what he normally does. Who remembers DMC5's announcement? That was at Gamescom. And like 9 months, it was 9 months before the game came out. So it was actually exciting for one. And they also had a playable demo there too, so there was no gameplay catfishing. It was available there to play. You can find videos of people playing it like that same weekend. It's interesting how progressed a lot since then. You gotta get excited for something that's an idea. It's a concept. It's barely even a work in progress. You gotta go get super mad hype for it and cough up money. No, I'm pretty sure DMC5 was at Gamescom. It was announced. I don't think it was E3. Pretty sure it was Gamescom. But there was gameplay really quick. They'd obviously been working on it for several years. Yeah, I was talking about this in my Discord, but this might be a hot take, but demos that just put you in the middle of the game with, like, no spoiler content, like, there's no context or anything, you just get, like, a decent amount of stuff upgraded, is way better than what they do now, where they give you, like, the first 2 hours, and then you get to carry progress over, because a lot of times they don't really give you a lot of the progression Like, the most recent example would be the Infinite Wealth demo, which has stuff in the... They give you stuff in the battle system that, when you actually buy the game, you don't get it for, like, several hours. That's what people were saying in my Discord. Like, you know what? That's actually better, because it's more indicative of what most of the gameplay will be like. Now, apparently it takes a really long time to get that stuff, and that's just kind of a problem with the way that the game is paced. But I prefer that over let you play the first 2 hours and then, like, most of it is tutorials and forced walking sections, and you don't really get much of the battle system. The Tales games got really good about that. Even the Arise demo was, like, actually really good, because it placed you, like, maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 hours in the game. I don't remember really much about how that game's progression went, but they gave you most of the stuff. They even gave you, like, a secret boss that you could fight. I'm like, you know, whether you like the game or not, I've already talked about the game at length, but that was actually a really good demo, because it gave you the majority of the game, the gameplay mechanics. So it's like, we thought that there was going to be more, but actually that's all there was. But still, it was very upfront about, you know, this is what the game is actually like. This is what it's actually like. And I definitely appreciate that as I get older. By the way, let me, I'll tab him now. I'll tab here. Okay, so here's the thing with Granblue. I just need like 20 bucks to get Granblue because my neighbor was not able to pay me the full price, and I'm gonna order a pizza because it's really stormy outside. So the goal is 20 bones, because I can go to Walgreens and I can get a gift card for Steam. But Should be more transparent. It's a little bit better than the whole last game. Yeah, I do need help with that because my neighbor is supposed to pay me 40. She's only able to pay me 20. You guys want your benchmark? That's the asking price, sadly. It's really stormy outside, so their family is not wanting to go out, which is understandable. But I just need to go down the street to get the car. They got a 20 for me at their house, but I need 20 more to get the game. I think it's $60, isn't it? Is it $60 or $70? I don't know which. I don't know what the price is. Okay, yeah, so $20. Thank you. $60 game, yeah, then I need help with, 20 bucks then. So I gotta go to the store and get the card. I'll ask some friends, I guess. Neighbor wasn't able to come through like promised, so... Complicated situation. I don't really want to go into their personal life, but... it's complicated. Not done out of malice, it's just a situation. See if somebody can let me spot 20 bucks, because I'll have some money tomorrow. Might actually be getting paid more there due to some things that are happening, so that'll be good. Keep this channel running, because site sure as hell isn't paying me more than pennies. Revenue's been really bad lately. Need to put my mouth in my thumbnails. Nice. Takes forever to heal. No one here was a mistake. That's alright. Should get a lot of credit anyway. Kinda made it so you don't really need to full clear anymore. This boss is annoying with the hard mode buffs. It's all good. Let's see here. Oh, come on. How much damage do they do? I have, like, no damage up on their entropy level, and they, like, two-shot you. Fair. Already make the worst part of the game even worse. Don't know how to make it actually hard, so... Losing all my revives because this map won't fucking end. Why couldn't they just, like, remove this entirely? I hate this part of the game. It's trash. Why do you have to copy Dead Cells? Won't give me the damn fucking exits. It just refuses to give it to me. I would have liked to do. Why couldn't they take this out? They took out good stuff and they left this shit in. You get screwed over by RNG because it doesn't take you to where you need to go. What was wrong with just, like, having just combat rooms? That was the best part of this game. Falls apart when you get screwed over by being stuck in a maze. And make this, like, 3/4 the size. Would be a lot better. It's really painful and you get killed so quickly and you can't fucking get out of here. Ah! No one likes this part. Why is it still in the game? Move it. It sucks. I like getting lost in a fucking action game. I don't think this run's gonna clear. Very low chance. That's okay though. just has a billion HP. That's why this mode sucks. This game version sucks. Way too much health. Should have been dead by now. Chipping away at a huge health bar. We got another form after this, so this attempt is toast. We didn't get enough damage. This game is more RNG heavy than it was before. Kind of just pick whatever before and get by, and now it's like, you really gotta get good stuff, otherwise these boss fights just go on forever. It's what happens when you don't let people test your new content. That's exactly what happens. We're just gonna put out a complete game overhaul and not let anyone test it. Ton of health. Mega HP sponge. Nice. Just juggle to death, cool. Why'd they have to ruin this game? Leave it the way it was. It felt fun to fight bosses, it doesn't anymore. I don't know if I really want to even play this anymore. I might wait for them to do damage control, because this is whack. I've hit him like 3,000 times and he's still kicking. And fucking die. They got 3 forms, and they all have like 100,000 health. Can you imagine giving them more health? They already have more than enough health. They have too much. Like how they have an entropy thing to give them like double the health. So it's gonna be like Monster Hunter length boss fights or what? Or get lucky and get something that shreds them quick. I'm sure they'll do damage control. People aren't very happy with this version. I'm like, yeah, I kinda tell you that this was gonna happen, because you don't... Generally not a good idea to completely overhaul everything and not let people play it beforehand. Because then you're spending, like, time you should be spending on bug fixes, on just making sure that people don't refund the game. Oh well. You still get credit even though I died to the boss because he had like 300,000 health.
You've come to find me once again, as you...
I don't even think these do anything either. These don't even do anything anymore. I don't know why they removed that too.
You seem troubled.
Shut up. I don't care.
Judging by... I just wanted to make records. After all, only by getting an unexpected... You seem troubled. The phenomenon... It seems you received... I believe the...
Also, this system is kind of half-baked because most of what it is These are in-run upgrades that you could get, but now you have them here, and you gotta grind like crazy to make them worth picking. Hopefully there's some unique ones later on, but yeah, I recognize all these from early access. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can spot 20 bucks off somebody, and I'll probably come back for Grand Blue later. Yeah, this update's kind of a mixed bag. There are some nice things about it. It's not all bad, but it's just the new upgrade system isn't very interesting. It felt like they kind of just wanted to take the criticism of the last one wasn't very interesting either, and they just wanted to add a big gold sink. And then, like, stuff has too much health and does too much damage, and it makes the game feel more like Binding of Isaac, where if you don't get good stuff, the game just sucks to play. And that's a shame, because it really felt like you didn't need to grind, and as long as you were making intelligent decisions, it was pretty smooth to get through the game. But now, not so much. It really feels like they've kind of went a little bit too far in the roguelike direction, where, like, that run I didn't really get anything that great, and I just wasn't doing any damage, so the last boss was just an HP sponge. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll try to do Grand Blue tonight if I can cough up an extra 20 bucks, and then if not, we'll play something else tonight. I'll see you guys later. Peace, everybody.